Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, the Brazilian Polyglot, Tharles Oliveira here, and today I'm gonna give you some tips about raising your child bilingual, multilingual. So I have 4 tips for you, like usually how the parents do, and yeah, I have a series of videos of me teaching you how to raise your child bilingual, multilingual, but it is in Portuguese, because I think the Brazilian people and people who speak Portuguese, they need more this kind of content. Yeah, it's 100% in Portuguese, but I thought that I should do this video in English as well, and I'm also gonna put subtitles in Spanish, because I know there is a lot of people, also Spanish people, are interested in this kind of content, so I'm also gonna put the subtitles in Spanish in this video, and c'est idiomas je vais le faire. And so in today's video I'm gonna give you 4 tips, 4 ways, 4 techniques, 4 methods that people from worldwide are doing and are getting great results. And so let's get started. The first one, it's OPOL. OPOL is an acronym, and it stands for one parent, one language. Some people could say one parent, one language, and others could say one person, one language. But it doesn't matter, it is the same thing. It's basically you have 2 parents, of course, and one should talk with their child in one language and another language, and that's what it basically is. So what they should talk about, all the things that you gonna say in your mother tongue. Say daddy, daddy, say daddy, say it out loud, daddy, yeah, daddy, this kind of stuff, normal activities, normal phrases, normal everything. Just do it whatever you are doing in your mother tongue, and this way you do it in a foreign language. Usually bilinguals, they are bilinguals because they have parents from different nationalities, and that's what makes child bilingual usually. But right now the word is changing, and so we want our child bilingual, multilingual. And so right now you're kind of learning languages to teach our child, and that's what it is basically. So that it was OPO, one parent, one language, or one person, one language. And then I'm moving on to the next one, which is the second one, and it's called ODO. Yeah, let's say that I call this technique ODO, which stands for one day, one language. This is basically the technique used by Julia de Viatna with her daughter. If you speak Portuguese, just check it out. I made some videos about this subject, about Julia and Bella de Viatna, and it was amazing. But if you don't speak Portuguese, well, there is a bunch of videos talking about Bella de Viatna in English, and so it's easier for you. Then, what it is, this technique is all about. One day you should speak with the child in one language, and the other day you should speak with the child in another language. And then this way the child will be exposed to 2 languages, and each day one language. And so this is basically what it is. When the child wakes up, just speak with the child in English, for example, and then the other day we speak with the child in Russia, for example. This was the case of Bella de Viatna, and that's basically what it is. Julia used this technique in the first months of life of Bella, and it was amazing, and it worked so well, and so I think you should try it with your child as well. The next technique is called minority language at home. So if you, for example, if you're Brazilian and you live abroad, if you live in US, and you have a child, and this child is surrounded by English environment, but you also want that your child speaks Portuguese as well. You just create another environment which this child could be exposed to another language as well, and this environment, it's called home. Yeah, so you can control everything that is in your house. I mean the kind of content that the kid will watch, like movie series, cartoons, audios, everything, seriously. The language that you will speak at home, and so on. But I mean, you can create this environment. So if you live abroad, if you live in the US and you're Brazilian, you may choose to be surrounded or to surround your child in Portuguese much more than in English, because you know you're living in America and then you are already surrounded by the English language, and so that's what you should do. Control your environment, your home, your place. You are the best teacher ever for your child. And the last but not least technique, it's called time and place. I truly recommend this technique for all parents that are not very comfortable with their second language. This way they can grow with their child like progressively. I mean, time and place is basically you have a specific time and a specific place to speak a second language. Let's say, for example, that I'm not very comfortable with my second language, and let's say that the second language it is English. So it is basically the time and place. You need like a specific time and a specific place to start it. Like for example, let's say that 4 p.m. I just have a snack with my child, and so then I decided that 4 p.m. every day I'm going to speak with my child in English and only in English. So I need to master this vocabulary, this kind of vocabulary. Like open your mouth, let's eat, watch out. I mean everything that you need to speak this language and in that specific period of time. I mean at snack time, for example, I just told you an example. And for instance, you could choose whatever you want. I mean at lunchtime maybe, or when you're playing, or when you are at the playground, and so on. You can choose it. Feel free to do it. You could start doing this. You could start it with 15 minutes or 10 minutes if you don't feel much comfortable, and you can progressively increasing the time. And then this is a perfect technique if you don't feel so much comfortable with your second language. Just try time and place. So this was it. 4 techniques. I've been searching for these techniques on the internet. A video talking about these 4 techniques. There you go. There you have it. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have it, just hit thumbs up. And if you have some questions, some comments, please let down in the comment section below. I'll be glad to help you and share information here on YouTube, as always. And I don't know what else. Oh, so share this video if you want to help me to increase this channel and share knowledge and share with the people that are teaching their child or raising their child bilingual, multilingual. I think that's it. That was enough for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.